built-in laser. Okay. And you want to do it?
Nope.
Why?
All right, now I'll do it.
Okay. That's a factory edge.
That's great.
Yeah. No dust, no electricity, no noise per se.
Yeah, that's no noise.
Well, there's a teeny bit.
You can do that
Compared
job
to a
at
saw.
6. You can be on the job site at 6 a.m.
Yeah, and probably 90% of most fiber cement jobs are done. Fiber cement jobs are done with a 90-degree cut. But when the guys are doing trim, here's a little trick you can do with this unit. This hand will go all the way back. This opens up to 1 inch now, so you can do your
5/4.
allure trim. Yeah, yep. Yeah, and you got to do a double cut really on that stuff because it's so thick. What you want to do is start a cut about, it's an eighth of an inch past your mark where you need to be, and then go back and do it again. And it's that factory edge again.
And will it cut miters on like a 1x4 on the trim?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Have it and all that? No
Yeah.
problem.
Yep. One of the issues is if you're on a job site and you have this open all the way, once you cut, and if you let this go, bam, we've knocked people out at trade shows
Yeah.
by doing it. So you got to be real careful when you do that. Yeah.
The blade drops into a piece of blade stop material. It's like Teflon. And it's sandwiched. There's what we call an anvil right here. And eventually that will get worn down until where the blade is just really not hitting anything. You know, it'd be like if you were cutting a tomato on a cutting board and you cut the exact same spot, eventually you'd want to move your tomato.
Right.
Or your knife, I should say. And what you do is you just take and loosen this bank of screws up and you can flip that plastic over. Something that we always forget to talk about on the Magnums, one of the other features besides the laser, is that the blade has 4 jack screws in here. And you can only see them from underneath here on this side. If you get eventually if you take that blade in and you take it into a grind shop and they over grind it, which they love to take metal off. You bring the blade back and you put it in, and next thing you know, the handle hits the table, and you haven't even cut through your product. Well, these jack screws can be turned down, and it will bring your blade down. And another reason I don't sell more blades is because I actually show people how to get maximum life out of the blade. And I mean, that's one of the reasons these guys are getting 5 years on a blade. But I always forget to talk about those.
Yeah.
You know?
We went to 15, and the average is 15,000 cuts per blade.
And as long as you keep the blade sharp, I don't know what people say. When does it? It's like, I don't know. How long does your hunting knife last? How many deer? How many deer does your hunting knife last? Well, how long are you going to sharpen it till there's no metal left?
There's a lock mechanism here to keep that down. Okay. Put that down a little bit, and up you go.
Alex, you got any questions?
How's it hold up like if you're out there in the rain? The water and, you know.
The bulk of the product is aluminum, so it's not going to hurt it. There's a few steel parts. These are zinced right here.
Okay.
You left it out long enough, and you could get some surface rusting on it. I've seen these things come back. We had some that were down in the New Orleans area after Katrina, and they came back for refurb. They came back up to our factory, we refurbed them. We do that all the time. And they looked like they had been left in a garbage can full of water. And we ended up replacing these pins right here, and other than that, a couple bolts. We sell what's called a maintenance kit, and what it is it's a way for me to make a few extra bucks. It's an extra blade. It puts a year warranty on adds a year of warranty. The reason being is it's got this product called Slick Shot. If you take that and periodically just kind of spray all the parts with this stuff, it's designed to keep it from getting rusty. But as far as a tool that handles moisture, this is going to be one of the most user-friendly tools you're going to have in your truck.
Yeah.
I've seen these things just coated in glue and grime and rusty and still cutting just fine. And so highly resistant to abuse. We have a 30-day manufacturer's guarantee, satisfaction guarantee. Again, something we don't talk a lot about, but if you got to use it, use it. Somebody buys the tool and they come back a week later and they say, "That wasn't worth my money. I don't want them to own the tool. I'd rather give them their money back." And I think I've honored that satisfaction guarantee probably 4 times in 14 years. But we always do it.
Yeah.
We want to be a company that
Sure.
takes care of people. If you got a problem, we just want to take care of immediately. We don't want you to send the tool back to the factory and wait 3 weeks while we refurbish it. That's your money sitting in my factory. So we will do whatever it takes overnight, spare parts, have you guys do what you have to. Just take care of the contractor. We want to be the company where people say, it's the best place to buy a tool ever. And so these the Magnums have a 5-year, our Easies have a 1-year.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't get too hung up on the months. You know, if it's 13 months after you buy it.
So within that 5 years, if somebody wants to send this back to you to get refurbished, to have it gone through, is there a fee for that? I mean, what is that? If it's within that 5-year?
Well, if it's within the 5 years, and if it's not where you ran it over with your truck,
Right.
we just take care. It's all paid for in those 5 years. Everything is 100% just paid for.
What if it was after the 5 years, somebody wanted to send it in to have it refurbished? What?
That happens periodically, and what we do is we charge people the cost of the parts. We do not charge any labor to repair the machine.
Nice.
So I get probably 3 a month that come in now from 10 years ago. We just clean them all up, look, see what needs to be replaced. A lot of times the guy may pay $110, $75. I saw one we paid like $208. We had to replace it, but it would have been easier for him just to build him a new machine because the thing was so just destroyed.
Yeah.
But I want these Magnums. I want it to be a lifetime tool. I want a guy 20 years from now still using this tool.
And what are these arms?
Oh, these are for your angles. If you're doing gable cuts.
Mm-hmm. And then you just throw in the board on this side?
Slide it in from that side.
It'll go in like this. We have what's coming, and I kick myself because it's not quite ready. We've got a swivel base for the 20-inch models, this one and that one. Right there.
Oh.
Where,
So you still use the base?
so instead of because if I'm running a bunch of boards this way, I've got to put something out here
Yep.
to put the board on.
Mm-hmm.
The table, you'll just be able to swivel the table.
Rotate the table.
Right. And you're looking at, it's like a $99 add-on.
Accessory.
Right. And I've already got,
Oh, so the customer would buy this
Yeah.
and then add on whatever the
rotating.
$99, put that on there.
right. And then what it'll do is it'll supplant these brackets right here, and it will mount to the stand. The frame mounts to this stand and then mounts to the Magnum shear. And what it'll be is you'll just take these 4 screws off the back, and you'll just take this unit and slide it in and put the back on, and it automatically fits itself into the machine.
Mm-hmm.
And then that way you can rotate it.
Yeah,
And,
really nice little add-on.